Alrighty, house manager. So this position is one that is certainly appreciated by, I believe, everybody in the house. I mean, whether you're an active member or somebody on exec board, you really understand what goes into trying to clean an entire fraternity house or a sorority house for that matter. And so I think there's definitely a lot more, situations where you need to clean within a fraternity, but I don't think that these techniques are limited to fraternities. I think that sororities can incorporate it too, depending on what situation they have. And so what I'm going to cover are some of the techniques that we use, as well as some of the requirements that go into the position itself. And so the first one I'm going to start out with is cleaning duties. This is a strategy that we incorporate in our house, and something that I think is actually something that can be transferred across different houses, which is that there's value in active members looking after their own house. And so it shows those new members that, yeah, we also care about our house and that we're not expecting other people to just do it for us. And so my house initiated something called cleaning duties. And the idea behind it is that it's based on contribution to the house. So you have a certain card number. This is something that people use to pick rooms within our house. And the card number can also be used to figure out your cleaning duties. And so these cleaning duties are certain places around the house, whether it's a bathroom or a kitchen or a living room, that are spaces where people are designated to clean up that area for that semester. And so the people with the highest card number get to pick first, and therefore are going to pick better cleaning duties. And then people who have the lowest card number or lower card number are going to end up with some of the not so great cleaning duties. And so the idea behind it is that it incentivizes active members to be contributing to the house, whether it be through GPA or an actual position on exec board or a chair position, or even just cleaning their cleaning duty in the best way possible. You can also earn points for that. But it's just encouraging contribution within the house and also at the same time helping to clean the house. And so with that said, those who don't carry out their cleaning duties will actually get failed grades on their cleaning duty. And so the idea behind that is that if you fail your cleaning duty, you're actually going to be fined. In our case, I believe it's $10 per failure. But we also give this kind of retribution type aspect where there's one check done at around like 6 p.m. and then there's another check done at around 8 p.m. so that if the 6 p.m. is a failure, you still have 2 hours to really redo your cleaning duty and ensure that that place is clean. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to encourage a clean house, not trying to fine your brothers or your sisters. And so, again, it's reinforcing this idea of cleaning up after yourself. And if you do decide to incorporate these cleaning duties within your own culture, it's your job as house manager to go around and actually check the house at certain times and days. And so we would typically check every other day. And it would be done again at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. to give this ability to kind of redeem yourself. And so one of the last things I'm going to talk about within these cleaning duties is that we have this concept that the person with the highest grade at the end of the semester gets a certain number of card number, and the person with the lowest grade gets a reduction in their card number. And so the idea behind it, again, is to reward the people who are really contributing to the house and making it a cleaner place. And two, show people that there are consequences to not making sure that everybody has a clean area to live. So moving on to the second point, which is alumni. Communication with alumni is a major component of house manager. Basically, when there's a hole in the wall because somebody came back drunk and they punched it, that's something that if you can't clean on your own, you really want to make sure that the alumni know about it before they bring alumni that are visiting, families, have an event there, because they really hate seeing that type of stuff going on in their house that they're paid for, that they're invested in. And just ensuring that these things are taken care of and are managed on a timely basis is really going to go a long way in reinforcing that relationship, which your president should be working on as well as your alumni relations chair. And so it's also imperative that you make sure that the alumni know that when you need supplies. So in our house, for example, the alumni provide toilet paper and paper towels and any toiletries that are necessary to a bathroom. So if you're not on point with informing them that needs to be restocked, or you don't have a third-party company in place that is informed about this stuff, It's not going to come down to you when the active body is complaining and saying, "What the hell is going on? There's no paper towels and no soap." And also, it's super unsanitary because what happens is that people don't have soap, and then everybody starts getting sick, or everyone starts getting pink eye, or some other type of stuff that really you don't want to be going on in your house and can create a horrible situation that does end up coming back to you. And then third, and this one's actually super important that doesn't get talked about very often, which is inspections. I know that at the very least, you're going to have a city inspection. And in most cases, if you screw that up, there can be some major penalties and fines. And so the best way to do this is to go about this is to ensure that the brothers and sisters know about when that date is and that they don't screw up the house right before that inspection happens. By doing so, you avoid a ton of costs and penalties. And then some of the things that are going to be checked, for example, are making sure that you didn't cover the smoke detectors. So if you have people in the house who are smoking, make sure that you go around to different rooms and those smoke detectors aren't covered. Two, blocking doorways and emergency exits and hallways is a super huge fire hazard. Make sure that you are stopping any chances of that happening and that people are informed to not do that before the inspection comes. And then three, any damaged furniture that's lying around in a hazardous way, that's something that will also get you penalized. And those are just three of the major ones. You definitely should check with your alumni, whether it's the chapter advisor or the Alumni Corporation Board, and even call into the city or look online to understand what they're actually going to be checking there.
Hey everyone, just want to real quick thank you for looking at the video. Please mention in the comments anything that you want to see content-wise, whether it has to do with recruitment, helping with social, your position, more on the positions, something about personally that you've had to deal with that you would like some clarification on how to approach it, anything really. And then thank you for having patience with me on trying to figure out what exactly to do with these videos and how to edit it, how to produce it in the right way where it's entertaining but also super educational and valuable to the people involved. Thank you again so much. Look forward to seeing you soon.